What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode and live stream of Let's Get Nuts here on the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back, guys. It is 1/6 Celebration 2025. We are the second show of the evening to go. We are going to do 24 hours of live streaming between all of the channels. So I'm going to show you guys where to find those in the next several hours, even after us. But you are here getting nuts with us on a Friday evening. Of all things, I brought the beer, I brought the boys, I brought the friendship, I brought you guys in, and of course we're going to talk about Hot Toys news. We're going to talk a little bit about what your favorite figure of the year has been so far, whether that's one that's on pre-order or maybe that you've already now unboxed, you got it in your collection. And then of course we're going to talk a little bit about just all of the Hot Toys news and some other fun stuff, maybe slip in a couple giveaways in there as well. So guys, stay tuned. If you guys like the video today, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and of course, let's get nuts.
What are you doing? You're completely outnumbered here. Are you nuts? You want to get 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 nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts.
Alrighty, welcome back, welcome back. Let's get our first guest in the house tonight. You may know him as the new co-host of Let's Get Nuts Sundays, but we're doing Let's Get Nuts Friday evening tonight. We're talking Mr. Adam, Adam 12, back in the house on collection, or 1/6 Celebration 2025. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing, man?
Hey, Ben. How's everyone? How's everyone in chat? Great panel. Friday night is, Elton John said Friday night's the night for fighting. I think Friday night's the night for figuring, and I got my Dunkin' coffee. I'm ready to roll. We got some killer figures that we want to talk about. Let's get it done.
For the record, he said figuring, not what your mind may have gone to, by the way.
Ooh,
so
figuring, come on.
It was close.
This is a family show.
Well, I don't know. It's Friday night.
At least the first 5 minutes.
That's right. The first 5 minutes, we're all family. After that, free game. It's good to see you all in the chat. Adam, happy to have you here, especially during Celebration. We're going to go through again in a few moments where you can find all the following shows, and then we're going to get right into it, buddy. So we'll bring in our next panelist of the day. You may know him as Mr. Valkyrie Magnus. We got Eric here in the chat with us, going in the panel, hardcore. How are you, buddy? Let's get nuts tonight on Friday. How are you doing, good sir? How are you doing?
I'm awesome. Just glad to be on the show and glad it's Friday.
Yes, absolutely. And as Yomo would say, not fingering, figuring. Okay, don't worry about it. Yeah, I love to see it. Dude, Eric, happy to have you here, buddy. I saw you in the chat, of course, over on Jedi Knights Watch. So if you guys missed it earlier, if you're just tuning in now, Jedi Knights Watch streamed for the last 2 hours, and we were all over there supporting in the chat there. Great show with him and D-Lo. Those boys always kill it and know how to bring the heat. In terms of the show, I said to the girlfriend, I'm like, oh man, I got some anxiety following up those guys. It's big shoes. It's big shoes. But dude, happy to have you here as always. We got another guest in the house. He's bringing the money to the stream tonight. We got Mr. Eddie Money Mendez back with us on Let's Get Nuts. Dude, it has been a couple months, I think, since we saw you last. And it's not Christmas, by the way, just in case anybody's confused by his shirt.
Jesus.
Yeah, we didn't pre-record this last year.
When else are you going to get a 24-hour live stream other than Christmas?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Absolutely. That's oh, this is the sound of that. Some ASMR for you guys.
Dude, I feel like
awesome, dude.
It's Friday night, and I'm seeing Adam and Valkyrie on Friday night, which I'm used to now, but just in a different location. That's
in a different time.
Yes.
Because you're usually with Geo on the movie canon, I think, on the slot right now, right? So around that time.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back with you, Ben. It's been like, I don't even know how long since I've done a Let's Get Nuts. I haven't been able to get nuts. And honestly, it's driving me nuts.
You hate to see it, dude. You hate to see it. Yeah. Happy to have you here, man. Happy to have you back.
Happy to be here.
We got one final panelist in the channel for the day. I mean, this guy, you'll know him based on his photography, his videography, his kind heart. Let's bring him out here. We got Mr. Philly Figurecraft back in the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man.
What's up, fellas? Thanks for having me. It's been a while. I haven't seen you guys for a minute, but I'm looking forward to chatting some figures with the good dudes. So let's get effing nuts.
Let's get
Yes.
We're over 5 minutes now, boys. We crossed it. We're good. So you'll have to see it.
Have you guys seen Dickie Roberts? Or the
Dickie
I forgot
Roberts? No.
It's the full name, but he says, "Let's get knocking futs."
I should add that
His,
in as a blooper for the
That's
outro.
his quote. Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Big Rip over here, one of our channel members, says fingering and now nuts, Eddie. You hate to see it. So it's getting wild over here, guys. It's getting wild over here. Boys, thanks for being here. Celebration 2025. Shout out to Brick Artemis, who helped to really arrange all of this. Apologies to the crew of boys here that are doing this 24-hour shows. Shout out to Hot Toys Hotline. He was organizing our list of links today in our Instagram, and I was slow and at work and not paying attention to the chat, and I almost didn't get my link in. They were all waiting for me to get my stuff in there before they could post everything. So tell all you boys, sorry for being so slow and lame. I love you guys, and Hot Toys Hotline, dude,
And
thanks for setting that up if you're watching.
Ben's always usually so good at getting his link in. Like that's one of his talents. But
You hate to see it. Yeah, apparently with the old ladies, you hate to see it. It's going around. You hate to see it. So if you know, you know. Guys, let's get it going here because we only have our 2-hour slot, and I want to make sure we respect our time for El Proffi on his channel there. That will be next. That goes to show here we are on our 24-hour live stream event. We have already got a chance to see the Jedi Knights Watch. You're now here on the Ben Thomas Show. In 2 hours from now, you'll be going over to Collecting Weekly for their After Dark stream. And then El Profesoro from there, 1/6 figure focus, Brick Artemis, 1/6 fix, 1/6 scale man, brother cousins, toy reviews, collector Joey, movie canon, and then ending with Hot Toys Hotline. So guys, this is going to be a wild 24 hours. I'm going to have to get some sleep in there at some point. So, but at least we'll have some shit to watch over the weekend if you miss anything. But don't forget, these are the time slots. Do it. Make sure you're there to see these boys. I saw recently that Tron Ares is going to have a light cycle container popcorn bucket, and I actually think, Eddie, that we were talking popcorn buckets maybe the last time you were here, because at that point I think we were talking Alien Romulus popcorn bucket. But I'm curious, like, have you still been going in on popcorn buckets? Have you like tried to get out of it? Because I know a lot of people are still hardcore in it. What almost had me recently was the Superman one, which was like a Daily Planet newspaper stand.
Yeah,
that almost got me. But
yeah, that one was pretty dope. I haven't bought one probably since Alien Romulus. That one might be my favorite though. But yeah, I haven't got one. I get the Superman one did tempt me. I just saw Jaws because they had it in they had it for the 50th anniversary, and then like it's still technically the 50th, so they had it again in IMAX for me, so I went to see it, and that was dope. And they had the shark, like the AMC one is Jaws, like his mouth opens cool. And that's like the popcorn bucket. That one was kind of tempting. There's been some cool ones, but I'm trying to not like just fall down into that hole, because I was getting a couple for a while, but they are pretty cool, and I do like mementos that like help remind me of a moment, you know, like
for sure.
I like collecting that way, so those are definitely like that kind of collecting, which is cool. But and this one looks really cool. So
do you usually get them on the way out the door then? So if you're like, that was a good movie, then you grab a container, or are you like, you're hoping for a good
depends on how hype I am. Like if I'm hype enough for it, I'll get it before. Usually that's all the way I've gotten them. Or now, like they got so popular, you have to order them online. You don't even get to see them in the theaters anymore. But they got so popular that last SDCC, they had an AMC booth with all the popcorn buckets. I've never seen that before. That was crazy.
Were they actually selling any popcorn with it, or you could?
Yeah, you could get popcorn, soda, like all the concession stand stuff. But they had all the ones that were unavailable that had sold out were available like for a little bit. Some of them sold out, but yeah, it was cool.
That was really cool. Adam, have you ever got into the popcorn bucket craze? Has there been any that have floated your boat? I saw the one that was like the big head piece Galactus, and I think that was like $80 to $150 or somewhere in that range for us in Canada here. I don't know what that was for you guys, but that thing was insanely expensive. But it could light up at the eyes and all this shit. Like, it was pretty crazy. Any of these ever got you?
Yeah, I saw the one for Galactus. Yeah, it was about $80 here in at the Regal near me. I got the Wolverine. I actually won that from Collector Joey's show, and I have that above my on a shelf above my Hot Toys Marvel figures. I have one of the Deadpool and Wolverines, the baby pool where he's on the high seat. I did get that when we saw that opening night. Other than that, the only other popcorn bucket, Emily is a big fan of How to Train Your Dragon, and so I got her a toothless one when we saw that.
That's cool.
I think they're a great revenue raiser for movie theaters, which they're hurting right now. They continue to hurt. They're just not making the money post-pandemic that they used to. So, and they're not making money from ticket sales. A very small percentage of ticket sales. Most of that money, at least certainly an opening weekend, goes to the studios. The movie theaters make their money from popcorn, candy, soda, and tchotchkes like this. So it's a smart revenue raiser for them, because I think a lot of us, certainly collectors, when we go to a movie that we really enjoy, you want to have something tangible to bring home. They don't, by and large, you can't easily get the new Hot Toys figure when you walk out of the theater. You may have to wait a year to 2 years for that. So to get a popcorn bucket, yeah, I think it's a smart play on their part. But you know, I can't go down the rabbit hole on this one because they're space hogs, and I'd rather reserve that space for Hot Toys figures.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And I always worry, like, once I have it, where am I going to put it? And then is there any resale value on it? Valkyrie, do you ever buy popcorn buckets, or do you ever get like action figures or anything from the comic stand? The last time I was at a theater and bought an action figure, it was actually an Avatar figure. Really enjoyed The Way of the Water and came out and immediately bought Neytiri and Jake Sully. But have you ever bought any toys or these cool buckets?
I have not, but I mean, I'll tell you, I'm always tempted to buy some, especially that Galactus one. Oh my gosh!
Wow.
I looked at it. I looked at the price, but I already have the what do you call it? That Hasbro Galactus that was really huge, and I was thinking, yeah, I think that's good enough for me, even though I wanted that big Galactus popcorn bucket. So I sort of like stayed away because I think right now I have like too many Hot Toys piling up.
Too many Hot Toys piling up. How many? Do you have any unboxed Hot Toys right now that are waiting your attention?
Still have about 3 right now.
Damn, that's awesome, dude.
Me too.
That's awesome. By the way, can everybody put the hashtag The Rock in the chat for me? Because doesn't Valkyrie Magnus now look a little bit like Dwayne Johnson, that he's lost some weight? I see it in there, buddy. You're looking a little bit like The Rock for us now. You love to see it, buddy. You love to see it. Philly, last but not least, we're all warmed up for the show here. Have you ever got any action figures or popcorn buckets or anything like that from the theater, or are you usually able to stay away from the merchandise rack?
Take a look at my background. Does it look like out of the room? No. You know what?
Sorry.
No, I don't have the room, and unfortunately, no. It'd be cool though, because they make pretty nifty, buckets. But it's just a kind of a, like something to get you in the theater. Like I've seen them, and they don't, they don't build them that well. They don't put a lot of effort into it, and they're like almost $80 to $100 each. So I think it's just a bad investment. But if you like it and you enjoy the cinema experience, and it's a kind of like a little souvenir, why not? I mean, go for it. But for me, definitely not. Don't have the room for that. So yeah, no.
Totally fair. And that's the reason that I asked you, Philly, specifically, was because I wanted to pull you up on our big screen for a quick second. Can you tell the viewers what the heck is going on behind you a little bit, and when we're going to get to see a little bit more?
Yeah, I've been kind of MIA for the last month and a half. I've been redoing my whole collection. But in the same time, I got, how you start a project and then you kind of do a side project with it. Well, a 1/6 scale kind of like sort of a Batcave theme diorama display. I end up doing that too. So now I can't do the video tour until I do the Batcave tour, because you want to do the Batcave diorama first, then the whole tour afterwards. So I'm planning to get a video by Batman Day, which I believe is September 20th, the Saturday, I think. I'll get a video out with the kind of, but basically it's a 48 by 48 well, they don't make those shelves, like the garage shelves. I end up putting 2 of them together. So it's the typical garage shelf is 48 inches, which is 4 feet, 24 deep, and 72 high. Well, I combined 2 of them together, and with that, that gave me a 4 feet by 4 feet, which happened to be slightly under the jazzing Batmobile. So I was able to have a turntable in it turn 360 degrees. So it barely fit. And it's funny because you have to like do micro centimeters here and there to kind of move it to make sure it doesn't hit, because if you have it like a few centimeters off, it's going to hit the side. So it took me forever to kind of center it in the middle. But anyways, I have that. I have the rest of the 4 Batmobiles below. Tune in for the video that comes out in September. I'll give you more details, but I did like a Bat Gantry. I did the Iron Man, what is it? The Iron Man armor, the one he's hanging, the tech mech suit that's hanging.
Yeah, like the mech, I like that. I know
unfortunately, some Iron Mans aren't going to be happy, but I converted that into a Batman Beyond tech mech. So I'll give you, cool. You'll see a video of it, but basically I gutted the figure and I replaced it all with Batman Beyond parts. So it's kind of like a Batman Beyond thing. So it's part of the diorama. Shout out to my guy Ty at Uncommon Flex. He I'll show you this real quick. He ended up 3D printing me a couple of things, and that's going to be part of the rest of the stuff I'm going to finish. But one of them was the 1989 Batman chair.
Wow. And
I end up weathering and painting it, but this is going to be part of it, and I believe the Bat computer is on its way to me to weather, and I'm going to put some LCD screens in there and kind of make my own custom Bat computer. So once that's done, I'll have a video for you guys.
Amazing,
but
dude.
Yeah,
amazing. That is awesome.
Shout out Uncommon Flex. That's amazing work and great paint work there too, dude. That looks really realistic. So
thanks, man.
I've got Mike's _Adventure World making me a essentially a 1/6 scale version of Han Solo in carbonite to put in behind my Boba Fett, and he's painting it up for me and everything. It's not going to be lit or anything like that, but it's going to, I think, just do the trick in terms of like the visual display. So I'm excited to see that. And with all you guys 3D printing all the time now, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm missing the boat. But that is one hell of a setup and investment, and then you have to know how to use the technology. And then if you're like our buddy Zach, you might be like blowing on it every once in a while to try and make it work. That's what I've been told anyways. But either way, it seems like too much work.
I told Ty, like, I'm your Padawan, you're my master, so teach me. So he's gonna teach me a lot of stuff. So
show me the ways.
Yeah.
Show me the ways. We'll keep moving on, but guys, let us know in the chat what has ever got you when it's come to the concession stands. If you're looking at figures, if you come out of a movie, are you excited about the popcorn buckets, the toys, the plushies, any of that stuff, or you try and stay away from it and keep your money dedicated to 1/6? Let us know what you guys think about that. We're gonna do one quick piece of entertainment news, and then the rest of the show is gonna be all 6 scale, because that's of course a 1/6 celebration 2025. But this did pop up. James Gunn has announced that Superman 2 is gonna be called The Man of Tomorrow, and is also saying that Peacemaker season 2 technically is rumored to be essentially the sequel. Peacemaker is rumored to be in the Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow. So if you are enjoying the Peacemaker show at the moment, likely we'll get a chance to see him a little bit more, potentially in that Superman film. But one of the things that I was excited about seeing this title on was the possibility of Lex Luthor actually getting like the iconic potential green and purple armor set. They teased it a little bit in the Superman movie, right? Like he was controlling other people that had suits of armor on, as well as like kind of a robotic army. And so I think it's a next natural step. I think one of the only pieces of logic that I didn't love about the Superman film was that he could predict Superman's movements before Superman. So then like he was kind of controlling through his evil twin or his clone. But I thought that was a little bit of a stretch in terms of logic. Whereas if he knows Superman's fighting style this well, seeing him in the suit and them paired up against each other or facing off, I think that could be really freaking cool. Eddie, I'm going to go to you first, bud, just because I know you had some hot takes when it came to Superman, and your rating actually dipped a little bit even on the second viewing, if my recollection's correct. Are you still excited about the future of Superman and what we're seeing here with the title and some possibilities?
I don't think I'm that hyped for the future of Superman. I am like interested in some of the future movies. Like, I think Supergirl's probably going to be pretty good. I think it's annoying that it's going to probably be better than Superman. But I feel like I'm going to like it more than Superman. I do think I agree with you. Like, it's about time that we see Lex on the big screen in that suit. Like, because that's Lex is his Joker. So, like, I'm glad just to be seeing that. And I do love Nicholas Hoult. I didn't love the ending for his character. At first, I really loved it. And then the way his character kind of switched annoyed me. So, yeah, I'm not super hyped for it.
At the end?
Yeah, I'm not super hyped for it. But I know people are. And it's not like... I'm just not hyped for Gunn in general. I do like Peacemaker. But even season 2 of Peacemaker so far isn't catching me the same way season 1 did. Like, I'm not going to lie. There's funny moments. But so far, it's like... It's just okay. But yeah, it is what it is.
Possibly a hot take, but I do not like the new theme song for Peacemaker. I like the old one.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah, I like the old one more, and I was hoping that they were going to keep it. And when they changed it up, I don't think the dance even matches the song as well. And like, I've enjoyed the season so far, but the song, didn't like it. Yeah. What about you, Adam? In terms of Superman, I know you did enjoy the film. How has it kind of sat with you over the last couple months? Are you excited to still see what's happening with the future? Would you be excited to see even like a figure of this purple and green armor set suit of Lex, even if maybe your love for him is not that not crazy? Like, where are you at?
Walter White in Breaking Bad used to talk about the blue meth. He said, "Respect the product." And I think that James Gunn respects the comic book product. Like Eddie said, it boggles my mind that this green armor suit has been around, I want to say, since the early 80s, maybe late 70s, as long as I remember, since I was a little kid. Since Super Friends, since the later seasons of Super Friends, this armor suit was out. And they've not yet to show it on the big screen. Why? So it's about time. I'm super pumped for this. No pun intended. I love James Gunn's Superman. Love the movie. So I couldn't be more excited about this. I do agree with you, Ben, that so far season 2 of Peacemaker, it's been a little slow. I don't like the new. I think that was a mistake changing the theme song, because to me, a theme song, particularly on an HBO show, really gets you in the mood, gets you pumped for their show. Some things you might just fast skip the credits. I never skip the credits on Game of Thrones because it got me excited for Game of Thrones.
Dude, I got the song on my Spotify. It just every once in a while plays.
Yeah.
It's like...
certain shows I never skip the credits on, and I never skipped the credits on Peacemaker season 1 because that was just such an awesome wigwam, such an awesome song. So now we'll see. Maybe in the course of the next, and this is the 3rd episode they just aired the other day. So maybe the next 5 episodes, it fits in thematically with. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you stretch it out over. It builds and builds, and maybe we'll look back and we're like, what, that was a smart choice to change the theme. But right now, it's not looking that way. I think, so far, James Gunn hasn't let me down. So I give him a lot of wiggle room to play in this sandbox.
Pretty split, too, because, Julio Gomez says James Gunn is a one-trick pony. He's incapable of writing a linear story or a serious moment without ruining it with a joke. I did notice a lot more of his jokiness in Superman. It did feel Guardians adjacent, that's for sure, especially on the second viewing. And I did feel like there was a lot of exposition in the film. Like, there's a lot of moments where the characters are explaining what's going on around them as opposed to just experiencing it with them. And I thought, that was a lot more noticeable on the second watch. The good thing is about the DC universe, while it's still run by James Gunn, he's not going to write all of the movies that are going to be in that universe. So I do still have a lot of excitement for a lot of the DC characters that will get their chance in the spotlight with different directors and different types of writing and stuff, I would imagine, especially as well. Like when talking about things like some of the Batman villains like Clayface, like he's come along and said that Clayface is going to be a straight up rated R film. So like I can't imagine there's going to be a whole lot of jokey one-liners in that, but remains to be seen. We could find out. So Philly, how do you respond to people who don't love the James Gunn content necessarily? They're not fans of James Gunn. Were you a fan of this film? I did enjoy Fantastic Four. I actually think more this summer than Superman. Despite my enjoyment of Superman, when I saw Fantastic Four, I come out of that feeling like I loved it. Where did you land on your feelings this summer?
It's funny. I was thinking the opposite before the film, but I completely got off guard. I felt the same way. I love Fantastic Four way better than I enjoyed Superman, and mainly because of the choices James Gunn did with it just started off with that suit. I just don't like that suit. I never liked the New 52 suit. I didn't like this suit, and I think they could have done a better job, and to me it just kind of went downhill from there. But the one thing obviously that stood out, it was definitely Mr. T, Mr. Terrific. He did an awesome job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's hopefully, it's once you kind of get this kind of big ball rolling, once it starts, really, you got many opportunities to, like Eddie said, you'll think he'll like Supergirl more than this one. And I agree with Eddie too. I think Supergirl will be more enjoyable because for one thing, she hasn't really had a proper cinema, experience set with her. So except for the one in the 80s, and that wasn't really, you don't want to count that one. That was kind of weird. So but yeah, I mean, I personally would like to see Brainiac. I mean, come on, give us Brainiac for once. But who knows? It may be a side villain or a secret villain in this movie. So I'll give it another shot, and looking forward to it. Peacemaker, I've always enjoyed because of John Cena. I'm a fan of John Cena, unlike Eddie. So, yeah, I think I think this ball's starting to roll, and I think once we build it more, a bigger universe, I think there'll be ample opportunities to give us some good content.
Absolutely. I didn't know Eddie didn't like John Cena. Is that just because of his wrestling side or career? Or?
No, I love John Cena as a wrestler. I think he might be one of my favorites. As a kid, I was a Batista fan, but his intro, I think, is one of the best intros for wrestling. And he was definitely like that era for me, like hip hop, like wanksta white guy hip hop, like Eminem. That was like my too early 2000s. That was our childhood. But some things I hate him in, and then some things like Peacemaker, I think he's fucking perfect. But I do think he is the best wrestling actor right now. Batista's getting good too. I do like Batista's films a lot, but I think he's better than The Rock. Like, I'm kind of getting burnt out on The Rock, and I used to like stan The Rock. Like, he was my favorite, like, because he's huge, and we know how much I appreciate the male physique, so I fucking love The Rock, and I love the movies he's in. But lately, like, seeing his shit, I was like, okay, it's getting lame. Like, he doesn't even try. So I'm really hyped for that new MMA or UFC movie he's doing, because I want to see him like have some depth. But no, I like John Cena, and Peacemaker season 1 is up there with Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, for James Gunn stuff. Like, some things he just nails, but it's only those things he's good at. I don't feel like he can do everything. I feel like he's just stuck in that kind of vibe or that character,
It's hard because you'd be stuck in your own inner dialogue, right? Like you'd envision how to write these movies, and he's probably had it kind of written out in his mind for years, and then seeing it actually actualize onto the screen. And a lot of people loved it. A lot of folks just weren't there for it. I still think it was good enough to be excited for the DC universe either way, despite some of my criticism of it. So I am excited to see what happens. I'm very, very excited to see what they do with the Batman and Gotham and just like that element of the DC universe, because that like Batman's always going to be my guy. Like that's what really got me into like comic books and superheroes and all the things back in the day, considering he's just a man in a suit, but even still. So Valkyrie, any final take here before we
sorry, he just needs to get a different director for Batman. Please don't do it.
100%. 100%.
Don't do it.
It can't be jokey in one line.
You can't mess it up.
It can't
yeah.
be. Totally
Sorry.
agree.
Go ahead.
And Valkyrie, what are you most excited for in DC Universe character-wise? Is there any character that you're like, yeah, I cannot wait to see that come to screen potentially? Is it a Batman? Is it whatever, Green Lantern? Any of them?
Actually, growing up, I'm like Adam used to watch the Super Friends, and I was a big Superman fan. I remember as a kid, I watched. I remember seeing Christopher Reeve as a kid as Superman. That was awesome, and I did love Henry Cavill. And I think for me, I thought the Superman movie was good, but not great. But I still have hopes for it for being a good a movie moving forward. I do think that I know James Gunn sometimes does his thing, but I still have faith in him that he'll make the next movie great. I think David Corenswet is a great Superman. And as I said, for me, childhood hero, Superman's always been. I used to read Superman comic books, collected the Superman action figures, and I probably have more Hot Toys of Superman than anyone should. But
That's fair. That's fair. You're gonna have to prove that. You can't say that to a group of collectors and not eventually do like a collection tour of some sort. So,
true.
If no pics or it didn't happen, is what they say, right? So, guys, we have 70 people watching live. If you don't mind, hit the like button on your way in the door. Definitely would be appreciated. It also helps to get the stream out to everybody who may not even be aware that the 24-hour stream is happening. It's going to be 2 hours with me, and then moving over to collecting weekly next for the next 2-hour slot, and then El Proffi, El Profesoro, of course, the 2 hours after that, and on and on and on. Lots of great streaming tonight. Let's do our first $25 gift card giveaway from Sideshow. I did not plan a giveaway for the stream, but all the other streams are doing it, so hell what? Let's do it. But I didn't plan a duck race. I didn't have time to put everybody's name in it, and normally I would do channel members, but since we have 66 people in the chat right now, anybody who wants to participate, please enter a number into the chat somewhere between 1 and 66, because there are 66 people here. Adam, I've put our number in the private chat, so as soon as you see that number come up, can you please indicate who won, so that you know it's out of my brain, it's in the chat, it's totally fair. So numbers between 1 and 66. Whoever gets the number first will win a $25 gift card to Sideshow. Let's go. And I can keep talking while we progress here with that. Oh, look at the numbers rolling in. We got 44, 23 from Niculio. Oh, close. Sydney, Clay, maybe even close. Who knows? But 65 could also be close. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. What do you think? What do you think, Adam? Who's going to take it first? And you guys can keep guessing. Keep churning out numbers. I'm curious who's gonna get it in here.
Getting close.
Getting close. It's funny because it's only 66 numbers, so it's like I didn't plan this. I was like, somebody could win it in the first like 30 seconds, or it could take 10 minutes. Like we gotta see. So there's a lot of numbers rolling
Getting
through.
close.
Thanks for participating, guys. Keep putting them in there until you get it. I gotta look back.
Looks like I'm looking at a screen from the Matrix. All these all these digits.
Should I give a hint?
Goodness.
Should I give any hints,
goodness.
or should we keep them going? Should I give any hints, or should we keep them going?
Oh, we got a winner.
We
got a winner. Yeah.
Who in it?
Right there.
Let's see. Who got it? Let's see. Where
You
are
want to
you?
announce it? It starts with an M.
Yeah, announce it. Announce it. I can't see them.
Manny Fresh, you're the first
Manny
winner.
Fresh.
Congratulations.
Oh.
No, that's not the one. Where is it?
I don't think
If
he's
you go-
done it. I think he's
Go
wrong.
up. Go up.
Am I missing it?
I don't see it.
Oh.
No.
Am I
Oh, there it
blind?
is. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he's right.
I'm right.
8:34. He's right.
8:34.
It's at 8:34. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're all at
It's 9.
fucking 34. My bad.
Okay. What was the number?
Yeah,
what did I put in here?
just
Okay.
scroll down and find it.
I don't
It's
see it.
right
I
at-
do not see it on the screen. It is 52. We were talking about Superman. Superman 52. That's what was in
Yep.
there. That was the hint.
Yeah, Manny
if I
Fresh
can
got it.
find
I'm
here.
looking at
Okay.
it right now.
You're looking at
You're
it?
good, get
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can't see it. I apologize. Manny Fresh 369. Congratulations, you won a $25 gift card from Sideshow. I think I might already have your address, but if I don't, can you send it to me on Facebook or Instagram, and we will mail you out that card. There, good sir. Thanks for participating,
Congratulations.
guys. We'll do one more of these today at some point in the show, so stay tuned. We got 71 people watching live. Again, hit the like button if you can. Love you guys. That's awesome. Any Fresh, let's effing go. Heck yeah, let's get nuts, buddy. Absolutely. Let's do one more topic on figures before we jump into the actual figure news, guys. So I was thinking about this for, just honestly, Collection 1/6 Celebration 2025. What's your favorite figure of 2025 so far? So you can tell me what your favorite pre-order is if you maybe don't have it, so we can cheat a little bit, or the favorite figure that you've actually got in your collection, and it can be from any of the companies that we buy from. I will let you guys know. I think my favorite figure of the year for me so far. Let me do a quick glance just to make sure. I think for me, it honestly has to be the Paul Atreides from InArt. That figure is a beautiful figure in hand. It's absolutely stunning. So that's been, I think, my favorite unboxing and photography of the year. I got it so late in comparison to other like influencers out there that, I was slow to even do a review, but man, did I have a great time putting that one together. And the likeness is absolutely stunning. But I will say, if I already had that Wolverine in hand, I think that would maybe potentially move it out of the way, because I am very excited for the deluxe on that. We're going to talk about that in a bit. Adam, what's your favorite figure you've unboxed this year, or your favorite pre-order if you don't have an unboxed one? That's your favorite. And let us know what yours is in the chat there, guys. InArt Toy Collector says, InArt Paul for me too.
There's three top ones that I've seen. That Mythos Vader, I have that on pre-order. That looks amazing. And the Wolverine, which I think we're going to be talking about here. But I don't have those yet. The one I do have that is one of the best Hot Toys figures in my entire collection that I've ever seen is the new Black Widow. That is incredible. And my wife came in my office here the other day, and I pointed it out to her, and I go, that just looks like that's a little 1/6 Scarlett Johansson. So her response to me was, "Yeah, you wish it was." That's the kind of, she saw that and she was very impressed. It is
it's
an
slightly
incredible
pissed
figure.
off, but both, a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little dig, but that's a really impressive figure. Really is
Beautiful.
So far of what I've unboxed, yeah, hands down, the 1/6, the new Artisan Black Widow, incredible.
Sorry, buddy, fake fan. I haven't seen it yet. Have you guys posted a figure review on that one yet?
Yeah,
Unboxing
we just posted it a couple days ago. Yeah,
cool,
check that out.
I gotta get your opinion on that. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
Great
it.
figure choice. That thing is beautiful. Philly, I'll go to you next. What's your take? What's your favorite figure of the year so far?
Well, it's funny. I can't. I really want that Wolverine because I have a feeling that's going to be it. But right now, this fella right here, sticking right here in the front, is definitely a beast. The 2.0 BVS Batman. It's miles from comparison to the original in improvements. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. So I like this figure. It's really cool, and I haven't even gotten a chance to photograph it or do anything, unboxing videos or anything. But I'm gonna get on that because it's too hard to pass up. So watch me recreating that warehouse fight scene soon.
Yeah, no doubt. That's
awesome,
did you
man.
see? I'm jealous.
Do you have 1/6 scale pallets?
I have boxes, but I can make pallets. Yeah.
I saw I learned about that third party or the custom maker from Calvin, the one on Facebook that does his dioramas, all of Calvin's dioramas, and
oh yeah, his name escapes me at the moment, but yeah, he's really awesome.
He did pallets, and I was like, oh, that would be dope for the warehouse scene. Yeah.
So, Philly, I have that. I haven't unboxed it yet, the 2.0 Batfleck, but I know it's sacrilegious, but I think I'm actually going to display him with the Ben Affleck head sculpt. And I have, I don't know if, Ben, if you could just zoom in on me here. I have a 1/6 Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup that I'm going to have him hold.
Are you going to do that
meme? The wall?
The meme with the
Yeah,
cigarette?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Do it.
Nice.
Let me show you what I did with mine. It's actually part of the diorama. Down here, there's a little section where he's working out, and it's he's punching a punching bag. So I have a punching bag, that one that came with the Iconic Studios Ryu, and I hung it, and he's actually training down below in a sub layer of the Batcave. But you'll see in the video. I'll show you guys later.
What
Nice.
body is that, Philly?
I think that was a third-party Superman Man of Steel body that came with the Superman.
Okay.
Wow.
I need a body for my head sculpt.
Looks pretty good. Philly, just quick question for you. Like, what makes you think of these types of scenes? Is it just like you had that accessory, so it made you think of it, or is that something you planned in advance?
No, I just look at my accessories and I feel like, it's better to, instead of putting them in sandwich bags or, storage bins, just look at it and say, what can I do with this? Or even if it's an accessory from a different figure, you can, it might match up with another figure perfectly. And, I'm just like a crazy fiend when it comes to that. I just rearrange stuff. And if I see something that goes with something, I'll give you a good example. Here's the great example. Part of the Batman theme diorama. Okay, the hood, right? The first appearance of the hood.
Mm-hmm. We're getting sneak peeks here, guys. By the way, this is supposed to be a collection tour for September, so
It's a good thing
You're
he
getting
streams with shorts, because I wouldn't be able to do this.
thank you for wearing shorts.
This guy,
Eddie is
sorry.
currently pantsless.
Yeah,
He
no
thought getting nuts was
mosquitoes
literal.
here. So, anyways, so I made a 1/6 scale of the hood. The Joker, the first appearance is, and so this thing right here, you think I've made it, but it's not. It's actually an actual helmet that's Magneto backwards.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So
Nice.
it was perfect because it was sitting in my thing. It's I think it was from the Sideshow Magneto that came with an extra helmet. And it was just sitting there. I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, oh, this would be a perfect,
Red
what do you call it? Helmet for the hood. And it worked perfectly because look, it matches the color and everything. So
That's awesome, dude.
there you go.
That's awesome.
So,
Talking
good
about
example of
looking
that.
at your accessories and turning them into something, I did the exact same thing. I had realized that for all the figures that I have, I had a shit ton of weaponry, like tons of weaponry. So I've got 2 huge weapon racks now behind my John Wick and Punisher character with like full,
Nice.
like every weapon that I've got, or almost every weapon that I've got, different guns and swords and nunchucks and axes and but in behind those 2 kind of figures, it's like, man, it looks like they're gearing up, right? They're gearing up to go into battle. It's a cool display, and like you said, it got it out of the Ziploc bags in my closet, right? So definitely very, very cool, man. Very, very thought-provoking. Eddie, what about you, bud? What's been your 2025 figure of the year so far? Whether that's one in hand or one maybe you got on order.
I'm glad that you guys look at your stuff and get creative, because I look at my stuff and just think, what the fuck is wrong with me? So, it's good that you
Yeah.
guys have that childlike imagination.
For sure.
I'm gonna cheat like Adam did and name 3,
Hate to say it.
because I
Can't
think,
follow any rules.
yeah, sorry, can't do it.
I
So I
follow my
think
own rules.
the Wolverine is gonna end up being the number 1 once I get it, but I don't have it yet. I do have my Batman 2.0. I haven't unboxed it though, so right now that's gonna win for me, because it can't not win. I love Snyder too much for it to not win, and I'm getting 2 of them, Adam, because I needed to have one with the head on and then one with the cowl on. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna get 2, and then the actual one that I think is the winner, but I feel like it doesn't count, is because it wasn't released this year. It was released I don't even know, 2014 maybe, is the Man of Steel Superman, because I modded it and I took his traps out and I put a custom cape on it, and I'm not gonna lie, dude, ever since I did that, it is my favorite Superman in my collection. It's better than the in-art to me.
Oh, wow.
I have him in a perfect pose where he's he does this look in the movie where he kind of looks up at the sky and his head's tilted when I don't remember if he's looking in the sun or something, but I have it in that pose, and it's in the middle of my Snyderverse display, and it looks just like him to me. Like that head sculpt is amazing. I do think the in-art snarling head sculpt is probably the best likeness to Henry Cavill that we've gotten, but that one is a damn close second for Henry Cavill. Like, it's crazy to me how much like we overlook these old Hot Toys, which is kind of like why I like watching Adam's show, because Adam does a lot of like old unboxings and stuff, and you know, he's big on like, just because there's a new one out doesn't mean you need to get the new one. You know, he gets the other stuff. So, and I think those older ones sometimes they hit better than we think. You know, so those are probably my 3 right now in the running.
It's interesting you say that, because I just unboxed my T1000 2.0 this week, and I did put a video up, so if anybody wants to see their full review, but there were definitely elements of the figure I was a little bit disappointed by. The head sculpts not being one of them. The head sculpts are really freaking great. But the figure body I didn't love. There were some aspects of it that I didn't love. So again, tune into the review, but point of that is that I saw the 1.0 figure in my buddy Jay's display, Mysterio Miotics, and that figure still looks fantastic in person, that 1.0. And honestly, I'm thinking, like, if you see those 1.0s go up online and you don't need the newest representation, that one's no slouch, and that's one that you could, I think, still buy at a discounted rate and still really, really enjoy it, as well as it comes with like the split head sculpt as well and a bunch of other things. So overall, I mean, great figure. Still, I'm happy to have the 2.0 in my collection, but it was not the experience unboxing that I expected it would be. But Valkyrie, what about you, bud? What's been your favorite figure of the year? You got 3 behind you. I haven't even unboxed, I guess, but
Yeah.
What's been your favorite so far, man?
Let's see here. So far for the year, it's probably the Ben Affleck BVS figure. It's a really awesome figure. I love it. I also picked up let's see here, which I really like also. Just actually, let me go straight to it. My number 1 clear winner was this guy.
It's literally
Your doppelganger.
Yeah.
It's your mini-me.
bro.
Yeah.
I like that he's drinking a Corona, because I sell that beer now, so thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it on StockX for like just under $200. I'm like, and I bought it right before the tariffs went into effect. So It was like, yeah, I think altogether I paid about maybe about 200 something. Yeah, just to get it.
Valkyrie, let's see your best. What is it? What does The Rock call it? What does he call that look? His
Oh.
The smell what the Rock is cooking face?
Yeah.
No, yeah, but like he calls
The
it
people's
something
eyebrow?
in,
What? People's eyebrow? Is it the
oh
people's
yeah,
eyebrow?
well it's the people's eyebrow, but it's a scowl or something. I don't know.
Kinda
Let's see
like
your
that.
best, Valkyrie.
Oh, no.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
I like it. Valiant effort, Mr. Valkyrie Magnus.
Thank you.
Smolder.
Valiant
That's
effort.
what I was thinking.
Smolder. Yeah, there you go.
Smolder.
I just think if you're smelling somebody's fart, that's how, the face I would make.
That's
Oh my God, like, you just shit yourself, bud? Don't worry about it.
only years after tacos that one day, Philly. That's what I was like, what the.
You guys are wild. I was gonna ask them, and that totally sidetracked me. I don't even remember what the hell I was gonna say now. You love to see it. Nicolio says the smolder. Jose Plus says his movie is The People's Eyebrow. There you go. And like, honestly, like I was gonna make Rock the topic or a topic today, because everybody's talking about his weight loss and all this stuff, and they're like, what happened to The Rock? I'm like, guys, he's just cycled off steroids. Like, seriously, like, nobody can stay that size forever. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. So, but you know, Eddie said earlier that he likes the men's physique, and I've been working out, and then suddenly shows up after 5 months. I haven't seen the guy in 5 months. Boom, he's here after I post my workout photo yesterday. So let's see how it is. I appreciate the support, buddy. I appreciate the support. Guys, let's say hi to our channel members in chat. We got the Hall of Nut Armor. If you are a channel member, the link is pinned in the chat there. You guys can become one of our classy nut crew in honor of our lost friend, Mr. Classy Thomas. We love that guy. We miss him every single day, every single show. Become one of the classy nuts in order to become part of the team, as well as these are our membership emojis that you can, of course, add in. I want to say hi to everybody that's here, and then we are going to jump into our figure news. So let's say hi, everybody.
Is that everyone? I can want it more.
Nuts!
Assemble.
Nuts assemble. You love to see it here. We got Mr. Big Rip in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. With let's effing go and all the tough nut emojis. Good to see you here, man. We got Mr. Ron E in the chat with us. Manny Fresh 369, the winner of our $25 gift card for the first round. We're going to do one more gift card round in a little bit, so guys, stay tuned. We got Mr. Clinton Martin in the chat with the howdy folks. Good to see you, buddy. We got Sin here with us. We got Mr. Curtis Booth in the chat with us. He told me he was looking forward to the show today, so buddy, I hope you are enjoying it. As always, we got Mr. One Adam 12th in the show, and with us here as the co-host and panelist, of course. We got Mr. 12-inch Moose Dream. You love to see it. Hope you're doing well out there, buddy. And so Stream 2 begins. Yes, absolutely. Collection Obsession with us. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. We got Mr. X-Men Supreme, Mr. Dave. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Can't wait to get you back on the show here soon. And I'm honestly, it's too bad you're not here tonight, because I would love to hear your take on that Wolverine, but I'm sure he will be on probably one of the following shows, because it's 24 hours of streaming. Let's be honest. We got Austin Collects here with us as well. Good to see you, buddy. L Walker, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here as always. Mr. Geo, the Movie Canon. Sorry, I'm taking your Movie Canon slot tonight, good sir. But thanks for being the champ, and definitely make sure you check him out as part of his 24-hour stream in the coming hours. Of course, we got Mr. Ash Chase in the chat. What's up, plastic crackheads? You'll love to see it. Brick Artemis, of course, the organizer of today's event. Dude, thank you so much for being patient with us all and getting it all organized for the community. That is always awesome. Big win there, buddy. We got Mr. AJ Agrusa here with us. He says, let's keep the ball rolling. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Jose Plus, Mr. Jose Plus. He's going to be having his stream tomorrow morning, Meso Menos, and it sounds like a pretty good Shark Tank episode for his collection, or 1/6 celebration. I keep wanting to say 1/6 collection tour, and that's not it at all. But guys, we got Honest Hansel in the chat with us as well. Let's get nuts. Good to see you, buddy. We got Figure in a Bubble. Let's effing go. Absolutely. Figure and fandoms. Mr. Steve, hope you're doing well, buddy. It's been a little while since I chatted with you, but yeah, man, hope you're doing great. Ricardo Coughlin, let's get nuts in the chat. We got Figure in a Bubble. As always, good to see you here, man. Hating on James Gunn, but love that guy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Let's see. We got Yomo with not fingering. It's figuring. Okay, figuring. Need to see it. Jedi Knights Watch. If you missed it again, Jedi Knights Watch was the 2 hours before our show today. So if you missed it, make sure you go and check him out with Mr. D'Lo. Awesome show over there with those guys. Doug Guito. I don't know about that, Dave. Don't know what you're talking about, but I'm glad you are here, my friend. Let's see. I don't want to make sure I get through everybody swiftly, but don't miss anybody. Mr. Clinton Martin. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks so much for being here, as always. Let's see. I think that's almost everybody. Fig Poser in the chat with us. Mr. Philly Figurecraft. We got Valkyrie Magnus with us here, of course, as well. Pop Culture Relics. Luis, good to see you here. Mr. D'Lo, the Collector. Good to see you, buddy. Have a great stream tonight, boys. Absolutely. And I love D'Lo, man. I would love to get him on the show at some point. I think Sunday is separated enough from Wednesday that if he can break away from his collection room and maybe his family for a Sunday, let's see if we can get him on the show here at some point, because I really enjoy his takes on his show there. But Mr. Money Mendez, of course, good to have you here, buddy, as always. Mr. King Ding Aling, as always, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Stacy, the Jedi 291, good evening, guys, from Saskatoon, fellow Canadian. That means that Stacy here, Eddie, is my second favorite person now. You've been bumped down to third, just so you know, mostly because they're Canadian. So Tijuana Mike, aka King Churro, good to see you here. Saying hi to Adam. You hate to see it. Okay, well, you're supposed to say hi to me first, but that's fine. We like Adam too. We got Renz Tolentino in the chat. Good to see you here, buddy. I was looking at my Wednesday picture the other day from Renz, and man, that is an epic art piece. So make sure you check out Renz's art pieces over on his Instagram, of course. Let's see. I think that's almost everybody. Curtis Booth, I think I got you already, but you got a second shout out. Julio Gomez, love to see it here, buddy. Good to see you here, man. I think that's everybody. Darth Proffi, happy collector evening, good sir. I can't. Who named this event? Honestly, I can't. I literally can't say it. 1/6. What's it? 1/6 collector event. I can't remember. We're gonna look at it later. But I love you guys. I think that's almost everybody. Venom collector. I think that's everybody. Niculio, man, good to see you here, buddy. Geo 182. Johnny Rico, happy to be here, buddy. Sydney Clay, lots of new names in the chat, guys. Thanks for coming over here. We got B Mosley here. Hell yeah, man. I love your videos, dude. Keep up the great work, dude. Jake78, we got Short Stack 24. I think that's almost it. Noble Young. Every time I say it's almost it, I see like 4 more names. So you guys are the best. Thanks for hanging in there. Jonathan R in the chat with us. Slippery Slime, that's a new one as well. Toy 11 Collector, you love to see it. I think that's it. I'm going to call it. Let me know, guys, in the chat right now. If I missed your name, you call it out, and I will call you up. All right? Guys, let's move on to some figure-related news. And again, we've got 65 people here watching, getting nuts with us on a Friday evening. If you don't mind hitting the like button, definitely would be appreciated. Wonder Woman has been put up by which company is this again now? I forget what it is. This thing looks ridiculous. This is a third-party Wonder Woman. She's called... what is it called? It's not called Linda Carter, is it? It is called Linda Carter. How'd they call her Linda Carter and get away with that? I guess maybe because it's not Wonder Woman. It definitely looks like Linda Carter, that's for sure. But I would say, like, I know that Jazz Inc. is going to make a Linda Carter Wonder Woman, so clearly this company is trying to get this out before Jazz goes into it. But just knowing the fact that Jazz is doing it makes me want to wait to see what it looks like. While I will say that they've actually given this a pretty good attempt for a third-party option, like with the hair and the seamless look on the body and everything. But I'd go to you, Figurecraft, first, buddy. Are you like a Linda Carter Wonder Woman fan? Is this something that you would potentially consider getting in your display, or is this something that you'd wait to see what Jazz does? Obviously, Jazz is going to be a little more expensive, and Jazz hasn't actually put out a figure officially yet.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of grew up with her. I mean, I was more of an 80s kid, but I know she was late 70s, but yeah, she's wonderful. She was, I think this might be the same company. It says Premier Toys, but I think it might be the Eternal Toys, because I've seen this before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Yost announce the Catwoman? And then a few weeks later, a month or two later, their company brought out a Catwoman that apparently wasn't. I mean, it's mid or okay looking.
Pretty mid.
And now he is.
This one? That might be right.
Well, they tend to change names a lot, and they do change names because of they want to avoid any legalities. But I think I think it looks good. The prototype looks good, but I think the actual outcome is not going to be that good. And for that, I'm rather wait for the Jazz Inc. because they actually contact Linda Carter. They actually got approval from her, and the concept and everything they have going on looks very promising. And you're going to get a lot of bells and whistles, and there might even be a limited signed edition. I believe he mentioned it. I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but I know they're offering the Batman animated series, which, by the way, 33 years ago on this day, premiered on Fox Television, the TV show of Batman in the animated series. Just a quick shout out for that. But yeah, I mean, I think Yost is offering one of the writers or one of the producers from the TV show a signed placard. So I think he might do the same thing too. So yeah, if you get all those bells and whistles for that, I mean, this one's great. If you want something just to fill in a spot and you really don't care, and it's something that you want to put next to your Superman 78, which also we might have another version of that. That's good, but also I like the one that has the nostalgia in there, and that includes something that's approved and put a lot of love, because I believe Yost is a big fan of her as well. So you definitely know he's gonna put a lot of love in it, kind of like he's doing with the Catwoman. So, but it looks okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like it does look like Linda Carter to me. Like there are some third-party figures that are like, who the hell is that even trying to be? I think they did a pretty good job here, but I would also say that I'm not a super fan of her Wonder Woman. It's just a little too outside of my age range if I'm being fully honest. So I think she doesn't look bad, but I can understand why somebody would want to wait for the best if she's their Wonder Woman, right? And like you said, that signature edition possibility, right? Like that is definitely attractive. Have a little bit more of that person than just a figure representation. Eddie, are you a Wonder Woman guy yourself? Obviously, we've now heard of a couple of different actresses potentially being the next Wonder Woman, like Anna de Armas and some of these others. But would this be something you'd ever go back to and consider collecting?
Yeah, I'm a Wonder Woman guy, but I don't know where that love started. It probably one of the cartoons back in the day, but and then obviously Gal Gadot. But I did love Linda Carter. Like, I love the look, but I don't think I ever watched those. Obviously, I was probably too young. Maybe I watched a couple when I was a kid, but I do love. I mean, Linda Carter is hot, and like back in the day, she would have been considered thick. Like she was pretty curvy back in the day. So like, Prime One did a statue of her, and I always wanted that statue. I was like, this is fucking beautiful. I think the likeness here is really good. The hair doesn't look too bad for a third party rooted hair. It doesn't look too bad. I hate the body.
Oh yeah, okay, interesting.
The arms look horrible. The skinny legs, like she had thick legs, and then that just unsightly diaper that she's wearing. Jesus Christ, I don't know what that is. This is like before gaps were cool, and this is not just a gap. This is like the Grand Canyon of a gap.
I don't know. She's got a bit of a gap,
insane.
guys. That's a pretty wide one, I guess.
Let's pretty wide one. That's your neighbor, basically. That's what your neighbor looks like.
My 80-year-old neighbor.
Yeah.
I see this
Look
gap
at.
here.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess.
It's pretty wide. Oh, you can't see. Oh, shit.
It's
you can't
not.
see this
It's
next
still
picture.
not.
It's not that wide.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not that wide. Okay.
Yeah, there's
No.
some width.
It is pretty
You guys-
wide
you
though.
guys
I
see
guess
this
her
okay?
arms look toned there. I just don't like how.
She's a lot more tanned as
Skinny.
well than
Yeah,
the figure
yeah.
makes her look.
And look at her hair is like more of that. Well, there it looks a little more down, but it has more of that poofy, like, I don't even know what era that
Like
is. That
voluminous,
60s or
voluminous
70s?
look. Yeah.
70s.
Or
70s.
late 70s, early 80s.
The problem is you can't get away with just a regular seamless silicone body. It has to be a painted, detailed body, kind of like they did with
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. So you can't do it.
But definitely to this day, if anybody understands that reference, to this day, no, yeah, I don't like the figure at all, like at all. But I will. I know Jazz Inc.'s doing it, so like, if that one comes out good, I probably would get it, because I did want that statue. So I'd get a Linda Carter, even though I have like no connection to that character. I think she was beautiful, and it'd be a good representation.
Well, not only that too, Ben, wouldn't it look great with the 78's Christopher Reeves and even maybe in Adam West or 89 Keaton Batman?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. But again, for me, in order to actually collect it, I can always agree that it would look great. I have to still have more of that nostalgic punch in the chest, especially recently as I've been getting more figures in, and I have to keep like either moving their positions or having, now there's a couple figure slots that I now have 3 or 4 per square, and I'm getting to the point where I need modular space or modular case. Like I'm gonna need to upgrade it to a different display option soon. So for me, it's like, while I think this would look cool, or while I think the Jazz Inc. one I'm sure would be phenomenal, if it doesn't hit me in the field, I gotta say no to it, even if it looks cool. And that's why I was asking you earlier about your kind of master design plan for your accessories and stuff, dude. Because I was like, do you go and buy figures because you're like, oh, that's a cool figure, and I could use these for this X, Y, and Z, or if it's always that nostalgia? But it sounds like maybe a bit of both for you. So
A little bit of both.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What about you, Philly, on this one? Wonder Woman, is this a third-party option you'd consider? We did get a great point from Myron's 1/6 collection. Says, guys, remember, this is a prototype. Just wait for the final release before purchasing any third-party figures. I think that is good advice. What do you think, bud?
You said Philly. I think I already went.
Oh, did I? Sorry, I got Philly and Eddie. So Valkyrie, my apologies.
Yeah.
For me, so I was a kid in the late 70s. I watched every episode as a kid. I loved this. I was a big DC fan, and for me, just to have a Linda Carter Wonder Woman is like just like a fantastic idea for me. Even though like for this one, it's not 100% great. I mean, it looks passable, but I might consider just getting this and holding on to it, and then also getting the Jazz Inc. version too. That's how big of a fan I was when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, it was like, so let me see here, late 70s. So about like 6 or 7 years old, I had to watch every episode. So I'm a huge fan.
Huge, as Dean or Donald Trump would say. Hell yeah, dude! I'm excited to see the Jazz one come to fruition, because from all of his prototypes that he's at least had so far, they've all been amazing. Shout out to Yost over at Jazz Inc. It sounds like he lost his mom recently. That's super sad. I feel bad for that guy, man. That's a hard time to go through while still running a business and family and all of the things. So wishing him well, of course, from us. But Mr. Adam, 1Adam12. Tell us about your love, or maybe non-love, of Wonder Woman. Where are you at? What was the Wonder Woman that stuck with you in your past?
Well, I didn't know that about Yost's mom, so my condolences to her, and to his family. That's may her memory be a blessing. Like Valkyrie, I grew up with watching Linda Carter's Wonder Woman, and she probably was my first crush. And she's still, even some recent photos I've seen, still looks pretty good. I have to say, this is one I figure I have wanted for a long time, to go with my Christopher Reeve Superman. I think this looks okay, but knowing that Yost is working on a figure from Jazz Inc., I'm gonna hold off and wait for that, and then maybe if these are out at the same time, see which one's better. My to use the other company's IP, my spider sense says Yost will probably be better than this, but you never know.
Yeah, that's fair. You never know. It is hard to say. Honest Ansel says this Wonder Woman will look like a stupid when it gets done by Artemis suggesting. I just thought it was a funny way to say it. We got 69 people here watching live, getting nuts with us here on Friday night. Thanks for getting nuts with us, guys. Hope you're enjoying the show and the celebration so far. Let's move on from Wonder Woman, because I want to talk a little bit more about John Cena, or Josh Brolin, or a mixture of both of these gentlemen, all in one figure. I will say that, like, I've got the 1.0, and you guys probably remember, a lot of you anyways, when the 1.0 was first announced, it had a jointed body on it. It was a lot skinnier. The mouth plates really, to me, did not resemble John Cena, like, at all. And there was a bit of an uproar at the time. People were like, what the hell is this? This looks terrible. Like, what is happening? And then Hot Toys did pull a 180, and I don't know, it was probably like, I want to say it was only about 3 weeks later. It could have been a little bit longer than that. Showed an update, and in that update they'd provided us the silicone seamless body that was a lot more jacked, a lot more like iconic to what he actually looks like.
You don't have the figure up right now. Like,
we can't see the figure?
No.
Really? I can see it. That's weird.
No, we can't see it.
Oh.
Now?
No,
I can.
You can't see me.
Oh, you got me.
That was fucking amazing. Dude.
Oh my god, I fell right into that. You need to see it. Where is he? Oh my god. Okay, well, okay. Wow, I fell right into that. Jesus, you hate to see it. Anyways, of course, people were then like, wow, this looks amazing, and it sold out and went waitlist. And so, of course, a lot of people missed out on that first figure. This is pretty much the same as the first figure, from what I can tell, anyways, with regards to the body. I saw that, shout out to Feezy's Figures. Feezy did put up some comparisons that do look like there are some subtle differences in the paint applications, potentially, maybe in the coloration a little bit. But overall, it looks like it's identical to the first release. It still comes with the tomahawk. It still comes with the sword. It still comes with Eagly. That's exactly the same bird, which, in my opinion, could have used a little work. That was about my only complaint of that first version. It even still has the same mouth plates, the one that has the tongue out, or the Sirius plate, and the same head sculpt, or sorry, helmets for the for that headpiece. The only thing that's really different here is, of course, we get the jetpack. We also get the spike gloves, and we get this head sculpt. But I would say not only did it, for me, diminish the value of that first release, because it didn't really preserve anything. I thought that maybe tongue out pose, at the very least, would be maybe, official for that first release. They do something different for this one. This feels very much like a just a reprint, a reuse straight up out of the box with just a little bit extra. And we're going to talk about Wolverine here in a little bit next, but I would say that like after seeing how dialed in a face can be on a 1/6 scale figure, it makes me even hate this a little bit more, because I'm like, I know who they're trying to do here, but I don't see it. It's not on the eyebrows. It's just, he looks a little too old. It's just not there. So whoever did the Wolverine, send them over to Peacemaker and let them work on this a little bit. But Adam, I haven't had a chance to actually get your take on this Peacemaker since it went up. We had talked about the tease of it where we saw that photo with his back to the camera. Now that we can see John Cena on the screen here, what are your thoughts? Or we think it's John Cena anyways.
Yeah, this is John Cena, Hot Toys. If he was like one of the Whisperers from The Walking Dead and wore the face of a dead man, he tore off the face of Josh Brolin and put it on his head and walked around with it. Listen, in the span of a week and a half, you had Hot Toys produce two of the best looking figures I have ever seen of Hot Toys. Now, maybe if you want to give it in the span of 2 weeks, three of the best looking figures: the Mythos Vader, the Wolverine, and Black Widow. One of them I have in hand. Black Widow, amazing, as I've said earlier in the stream. And then they gave us this. What the heck? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how they do things. If they have one team, if they have the A team and they have the B team, maybe they have the C team, or if it's the same group and that works on all the figures. And I'm not sure
did this one. I'm pretty sure
what their process is of creating these. But the A team or their team didn't put A level into this work. And it's weird because I see X-Man's in the chat. Last week on the Movie Canon show, he actually showed us he's got the 1.0 like you do, Ben, and you can take the helmet off and you can see his face right now in the 1.0, and it's better than this. All they needed to do was just kind of finish up what they had done in the 1.0. And give us that. Yeah,
give us the rest of the sculpt.
Same stuff, fine. I mean, I wouldn't complain too much about that because I think that maybe it was a low production number in that first one. It sold out pretty quickly. Give people another chance. But they had a banger already. If they just gave us what just complete what they did on the 1.0. But they kind of went back on the wheel and created this monstrosity. I don't get it.
Sin says this was the C team. Jan's usual trash. You guys are cutthroat today. I love it. We got to stream on Fridays more often. You guys are all hammered and having a good time, or just happy on life if you're non-drinkers. Because I don't want to judge. We got Ash Chase saying here, I am so happy they didn't F up Wolverine. Me too, buddy. We're gonna talk about him.
Wait a minute. This is John Cena?
This is John Cena.
I thought it was Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh my god, you can see him, right, Phil?
Oh, that's pretty good. That does look like Tommy Lee Jones.
It does look a bit like him. Yeah, interesting. Like you guys, you can see what I mean about the eyebrows. It's like they've given him the Miley Cyrus. They've just shaved off his eyebrows and the rest of her family. You hate to see it.
Jesus.
I think if they put eyebrows on him, darkened up his hair, and reduced some of his age lines, I think he'd be better. But right now, it's just not it.
Yeah,
he also looks greasy in a weird way. He looks kind of greasy.
It's the texture, and you're right, like the age spots or something in his skin. Because I did notice watching season 2, like he's getting older. You could see it in the wrinkles in his face, but like he has very distinct wrinkles in certain spots, like right here, like above his lip and on the sides of his nose. Like those wrinkles are very pronounced. Mm-hmm. But like only in those certain areas. Like he doesn't really have like aged skin, which is what like at least these like zoomed in prototype shots give us. So maybe to the naked eye, or like it won't be as noticeable in person or something, and it'll actually look better. I do think it's gonna look better in person. I know people hate that, but I do think it will.
I think anytime you have any sculpt that's not directly compared to the actor's likeness, just like I've got it literally on the screen right now, it looks better. I even felt that way like Days of Future Past Wolverine, right? We're excited for the new one, But like when I got that Days of Future Past Wolverine in hand, I did like it. I thought it looked like Hugh Jackman. But when I saw some of the photos of that figure, I was like, I don't think so. I don't think it's there. And I felt disappointed until it came in. This could be the same way. I think you'll still see him here. Like, as I said, I know who it's supposed to be. But it does look like he's had almost like botched plastic surgery. Like they tried to like stretch his skin a little bit and like make him look younger. And in the process kind of messed him up a little bit. Made him look older in a weird way.
Did you guys watch James and the Giant Peach?
Oh yeah, that's a classic. Actually.
Do you remember the two ants? The like scary looking.
Don't remember the.
Okay, the skinny one.
Don't.
Her face looks like that head sculpt.
Oh,
like
God,
the sunken in eyes and the cheekbones and the like. If you looked at a picture of you guys would get it.
X-Men Supreme says he looks. The sculpt looks greasy and crusty at the same time. Very few people are both summer and winter, but he pulls it off awfully.
This is what Cena looks like after trying to carry Gunn's universe.
That's fair. Poor bastard's aged like crazy.
I got to think they're going to change it because in the 2+ years I've been collecting, I have never seen such a universal reaction so negative to a Hot Toys product. Like I've seen one that I think is generally pretty beloved. That I would have bought this. I'm not getting this as it is, but I would like this character, and I missed out on the 1.0. So I think they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this, and they'll probably make a change.
I feel like there's been a couple that I can remember. I think one of the big visceral ones was Endgame Loki, right? Everybody waited for Endgame Loki to get put out, and then when it finally did come out, was it Endgame Loki or was it Avengers Loki? It might have been Avengers Loki, class like with the robes and the helmet. But that thing had like the slicked greasy hair, man, and people hated that likeness. But I still kind of like that figure in hand. But yeah, people didn't like it. What do you think, Philly? What are your thoughts here on Gene Cena?
Gene.
Gene Cena.
I don't think Hot Toys was looking to see that this show was going to be a hit. So I think they ran a very limited run on the first one, and they made improvements, and that's why it went on waitlist so fast and sold out. So I think this is them trying to, kind of with the new season, they're trying to kind of make the buck for the popularity of the show, and they're adding an few extra whistles. So I have the original one, love it. I yanked the gun out. He's pointing it out, and it looks amazing. He has his helmet on. I can care less if it comes with a head sculpt or not. So I'm good with the helmet. So it's fine.
Well, and it's interesting because a lot of people with the 1.0 actually went out of their way to get a secondary, like a sculpt made, or I think was it Present Toys that made one too? But I know like there was a couple places after that 1.0 went out that had them up, and they looked pretty good considering. So like if you really wanted a head sculpt, you probably already got it, or you just missed out on the first one potentially. But Valkyrie, since you look like The Rock, do you plan to buy this figure? I'm just curious, asking for a friend.
I'm actually I missed out on the first one, so I feel like I need to get this because I did love the show season 1. I still have to watch season 2, but I'm thinking if I get this one, I have to have some faith that maybe Hot Toys will fix this eventually, or if not, keep the helmet on. It's probably my only two choices at this point. But as I said, the show is good. Just let's see here. I think I still will get this, even if it's even though it's what was his name again?
Gene Cena.
Or the actor of Thanos.
Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So,
my goodness.
Yeah, I'll just keep the helmet on.
You know what I've seen is a weird phenomenon with collectors? You guys can let us know in the chat if you do this. Let us know on the panel if you do this. But I've seen a few people say, I just recently sold the 1.0. But now the 2.0 is out and it's got, 2 extra accessories or 3 extra accessories. Now I'm considering buying it again. I think that is a crazy thing to do for a collector. Now I get it. Like some of us like make that gut check, or you have to sell something because of money situation. Like there are situations why you might sell a figure, but for me, most of the time, once I've decided to let go of a piece, I don't think I'd ever buy it again. What about you guys?
I've made that mistake before.
Have you you've sold and then you're like, I missed that figure, I need to rebuy it? I know Eddie
Bought it
has.
bought it back. Yep. I've done that before
Yeah?
many times.
I'm
I've been
looking at-
collecting for a long time. So for a long time,
Sure.
and because you get rid of it thinking, oh, they'll make something like this or make another version of it, and they don't make it, I've been buying it. But now in the last 3 years post COVID, for a fact, because they're out of IPs, is they're making a bunch of 2.0s, and that's
Right.
basically reverse collecting is out the window now. So if you're looking for a figure that you've been wanting for a long time, they're going to come back with it. Hence, Predator, Alien, Terminator, and all that stuff. So
But I think
But
there's
yeah,
a difference between 2.0s, right? There's a bit of a difference between 2.0s of a figure, or even like the 1.5s that we sometimes get, versus like this, which I feel like this is barely even like a 1.2. This is just like 3 extra things added to the box, but otherwise it's like the same figure. You've done that
Yeah.
before, where it's like literally rebought the same figure, not the 2.0.
Yeah, I'll give you a good example. The Suicide Squad Deadshot. I sold that thinking I didn't like it, but since the new Suicide Squad came out, I bought the King Shark, and then there's the Artisan Harley Quinn. I said I want that back in my collection, so I ended up buying it back and putting it in my Suicide Squad collection.
Definitely. Okay, that's good. I mean, it's a good figure, so I can get it. Mysterio Meotics here says, I've let go of Selena 3 times until Ben sold me his 2.0. The rest is history. Yeah, because now we're buddies. We're going for Wings next Thursday. Love to see it.
Nice.
I've got
the
friends
poor
outside in the
bastard.
real world, guys. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
Eddie, what's your number one
Should've
figure
heard him.
you've rebought?
You should have heard him
Is there anything-
backstage, Mysterio.
God.
He was like, I got some sorry bastard to buy that 2.0. I'm just kidding.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Actually, he's got his posed up way better than I just had her like standing prone in my collection. I didn't know what to do with her. He's
good
got her
posing.
leaned over the bat pod, like with her
Yeah.
ass up, and I'm
Oh.
like, God damn! I'm like,
Wow.
it actually looks pretty freaking good.
Wow.
I regret selling it now that I've seen it in that
Yeah.
pose. But go on, I digress.
So I was counting right now. I have 6 figures that I've bought twice. And my favorite one, and this, I'm answering this question now that Adriana's walked in the room. So thanks a lot for that, Ben.
Oh, hate to see it. Sorry about that.
I think my favorite one has got to be probably Keaton Batman. I never should have sold that one. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I go back and forth like
yeah, that's a good
The
figure.
1.0 or the 2.0?
there's a 2.0.
Yeah,
Keaton Batman?
89.
Oh, not
Yeah,
Keaton.
dude.
Not Keaton. My bad. Kilmer.
Oh, Kilmer.
Case.
Okay.
Sonar suit.
Jeez. Yeah, the sonar suit. I should have never sold that. And like, yeah, I go back and forth like, well, I'm gonna do 112, or oh, I might get the statue, and now I'm like, I'm done selling stuff. I have a rule like I'm not gonna sell anything for the rest of the year, and see if I can stick to that rule. But yeah, that's probably number 1 for me.
That's fair. As I said, I've never sold a figure and rebought it. Everything I've ever let go, I felt good about it. But I also hang on to things until I really fall out of love with it. And then what I typically do in my selling process is I'll take it out of my display, I'll box it up, I'll put it in the closet
Yeah.
for a couple weeks. And if I start to miss it, I'll put it back out. And if I don't miss it after about 2 weeks, I'm like, no, I can let it go.
That's a
what
great
I'm-
idea.
That's it. That's been kind of my process. And yeah, that's worked. But I mean, I get it. Sometimes, again, there's life reasons or trying to make space. And then suddenly another figure gets released. And now suddenly you're like, well, shit, now I want that back. I want to fill out that display again. Like, totally happens. I do get that. But the 1.0 is barely being a 2.0. I think that makes it all the better. Keith Lee says, wrap it up and get what's a Swisher Sweet? So I'm drinking, just so you guys know, so I'm celiac. So I can't have gluten in my diet. And the beer that they sell us is literally called Glutenberg. So it's like kind of a slap in the face because it's literally called the thing that I can't drink, but it's in a can. So I'm like, you bastards. But it's
guys
decent.
wanna-
It's decent. It's decent. Beer.
Funny joke from OxCon.
Yes.
Ben is the only one that hangs out with us that is gluten free because he's
It's not
gay.
a diet choice, by the
And
way.
he,
I get sick from gluten. It's not a preference.
And so we all had beer there. We had a bunch of stuff there. We only had like 2 6-packs of gluten-free beer. Moose drank it all.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The only one who could drink gluten. And Moose is like, yeah, you guys got any more of that gluten-free beer? And I was like, Moose, it's like Ben's the only one that can fucking drink that. But that was funny as hell.
I don't mind sharing. It was my first time meeting Moose. I couldn't say no to the guy. He's convincing. What can I say? So let's move on. We got a couple more pieces here that I want to talk about. We're going to go Wolverine, and then we're going to talk John Wick before we're done for the day. But let's talk Wolverine here, because this was pretty sweet news yesterday. I'll be honest. Like, I know a lot of us have been waiting for this to come out, and I think that there was a little bit of trepidation, especially for me. I thought this might have come out like 2 months ago, if I'm being honest. So I paid this off early with Sideshow, thinking, oh, maybe I can be front of the queue, you know, cross fingers. I honestly think they just sit on your money and they just send it out to whoever gets it first. I don't think that rule exists by any stretch. But either way, I paid them off, and then I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And the longer I wait, the more I was like, shit, like, what if it comes out bad, right? Like, people are going to lose their freaking minds if it's bad. And also, they have to make this right? They have to do well on this, because the Age of Apocalypse figure is the same head sculpt but with rooted hair for that artisan look. And then there's also the TVA jacket look that also has the same sculpt. So if this one came out bad, we're going to see mass cancellations between up to 3 Wolverine figures. Like, that's insane. And of course, they dial this in, and man, is this looking really, really good. I gotta say. Now, the one thing that, because I actually went back to my video from a year ago and rewatched myself after I made my take video yesterday, and one of the things that I said to myself and to you guys a year ago was that I didn't love the mouth plate, this kind of grizzled mouth plate on the far side. I didn't think it looked as much like Hugh Jackman. And I actually do think that they've improved it, but I think that I still don't love this particular mouth plate. I think it's the weakest mouth plate if you're going to rock the cowl. But I gotta say, I think I'm gonna do the head sculpt either way, and maybe holding the cowl. I've got the deluxe version coming, so hopefully they get it out pretty quickly. The outfit turned out really, really great. I think at all angles this looks like Hugh Jackman, and you can't say that about all sculpts. There are some sculpts where it's like you'll see it and then you twist it just a little bit and you lose it. They somehow got it from all angles. The physical, or like the physicality of the body and the arms look really great. Like, I'm just stoked. I think the only complaint that I now have, as I said, is I don't love that one mouth plate a ton, and I still really wish these were die-cast claws. I think when anybody, especially who's a non-collector, goes into your display room with you, right, and you're looking at things and things stand out in the display, one of the things people are going to want to touch on a Wolverine character are his claws, because they're so iconic to who his character is. And being plastic, I think that they'll feel cheap, considering how premium this offering looks otherwise. But other than that, can't wait. So happy they freaking nailed it. Adam, what was your thoughts on this? Do you have one of these on the way?
I think this looks so nice. I'm getting it twice. That's how impressed I am.
Okay.
I had the deluxe pre-ordered. I got one coming probably in a few days. Plus the one I'm getting through Sideshow. Because
overseas for one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just because there's so many options you can display this. You can. I think to not display this without the mask is without using the head sculpt is criminal. But that mask is freaking awesome. I want to do both because that's so iconic to have. I mean, in many ways, we waited for 20 plus years, 24 years for to see on screen Wolverine with the mask on. So I'm gonna display without the sleeves, like kind of like this there, not that pose per se, but you know, with that look, and then one with the mask, and probably that one of those screaming, you know, angry head sculpts or mouth plates. I think this is one of the best Hot Toys figures I've seen in the 2+ years I've been collecting. I mean, this looks phenomenal. They had their they didn't have their A game on this. They had their A++ game on it. I'm super impressed with this. And I mean, this is his iconic suit, the yellow suit. Maybe, you know, some might argue the brown suit from the John Byrne series is also equally iconic. And I'm sure that's going to be coming down the road pretty soon. as some either an exclusive or something. But this is, if you're a fan, I don't know how you could not love this. This is certainly going to be a contender for figure of the year.
100%. Yeah, well said. Now, there's a couple people I'm seeing in the chat saying that they don't like the hair. I'm surprised by that. I actually think that they nailed the hair on this one. His hair had a bit of a greasy look to it. It wasn't, in my opinion, as comic book-esque as even it has been in the past. And because he's a little older, it's thinned just a little bit. I thought it did kind of look like this. Even shape-wise, I think that they actually nailed the hair. For sculpted anyways, I think it's pretty good. But Eddie, what do you think about Wolverine here? Did you like the hair aspect of it? Do you agree with these guys that you don't like? They don't love the hair piece. It's an L I'm hearing, or yeah, what were your overall thoughts on Wolverine here?
No, I think it looks pretty spot on. That's how his hair looked. Like it was laid down. Yeah, it looked just like that to me. Even the head sculpt, like I think it looks pretty damn good. He's starting to age, you know. Yeah, I know Wolverine's not supposed to, but he is, and his face got a little thinner, and I feel like they did perfect on his wrinkles and stuff, and the texturing is actually really good on this, and the paint looks really good, the eyes look good. Yeah, I think like this is about as close as Hot Toys usually gets to like a perfect figure, you know. Like I'm super hyped for it. I think it looks amazing. Again, Adriana's in the room for this one, but I'm getting 2 of these, so thanks for that.
My man.
I'm getting the deluxe and the regular. I'm on the wait list for the deluxe with Ray from Underground, but I think it'll convert. And then I have the regular on pre-order. I think my idea was I wasn't gonna order the deluxe because I was gonna order it first batch, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. Because actually the only figure I've ever gotten first batch is the Days of Future Past Wolverine, the newer one. So I was like, oh, it'd be cool if I got this one first batch too, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, I'm on the wait list for the deluxe, and then I have the collector edition on order with Underground, and then I have the TVA version with Underground. So like I think the TVA is gonna be shirtless with the cowl, like when he's doing the whole like when they're holding hands or whatever, and they're whatever that is. And then the one of the collectors is gonna be him without the cowl, with the arm sleeves, and then the other one's gonna be with the cowl with no arm sleeves. So I think that's the 3 poses I'm gonna go with. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it looks great.
That's exciting. Now, I feel like there was a little bit of talk, at least in terms of the TVA jacket TVA jacket Wolverine here, that at first they advertised that the jacket came off and you could see that seamless body, and then ever since they've actually changed their photos a little bit and they're not showing that body anymore, they're showing it with the jacket on and zipped up. Will you cancel the pre-order if you can't take the jacket off to show off that body?
I will cut the jacket off.
You will cut the jacket off.
If the
Billy,
body
you think
is
it's a
under
weird
there?
question, but it's like that was part of the appeal of that scene, is that he's jacked and like, right?
Yeah,
so
I don't
if you
even
can't
want
take the
the
jacket
jacket
off. I feel like it wouldn't be the scene.
Because for one, I
They're
hate
not
the
gonna do
TVA.
that.
I hate the TVA because it's
Why'd they change the pictures then?
Loki,
It's so weird.
and 2, like the only reason I ordered it is for the shirtless scene. So yeah, if I would assume that the body is still under there and they detailed it out, so I'm definitely cutting it off if it can't be
It's
removed.
just so weird that they took the pictures down. Like, why take the pictures down if they're if it gets
My
taken
only
down?
thing,
Yeah.
my only reasoning is Sideshow's, like trying to be more PC in regards to showing a dude with the shirt off. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's my only guess.
Maybe.
But
Yeah,
there's
with
no way.
Marvel and
there-
all that, but yeah.
yeah, but there's no way they're not going to include you with that body, because that's their first full seamless body they've done, aside from the Bane, and Bane is not a full complete body, so they have to sell it and they have to get it right.
Absolutely.
I had the
Ghost
TVA
Drone.
and I canceled my pre-order on that just
You
because
did, eh?
I felt like, to me, for me the iconic is this image right there, and then with the mask on. Those are the 2 I want.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Ghost Drone 98 says, my waitlist opportunity for Bruce Wayne Batman Armory 2.0 just converted half an hour ago. Hell yeah, man. I can't wait for that set. I am very excited. I'm still rocking the DX. I'm still rocking the DX12 Batman, and so I desperately need an upgrade to my Batman, Christian Bale. So I'm very excited, very, very excited to get that in hand. Before we go to our next panelist, Philly, before we go to you, buddy, I think let's get it in the chat here. We have 60 people watching still live here. Let's Get Nuts on Friday. Enter a number in the chat, guys, somewhere between 1 and 60. I will put the number in the chat right now. It is now currently in there. Adam, you can convert the number so you know my hands are up here. I haven't chosen. Numbers between 1 and 60.
Yep.
Put the numbers in the chat until rapid fire, guys. Rapid fire. Whoever gets it gets the next $25 gift card to Sideshow Collectibles. Second giveaway of the night.
Close.
Yeah, close.
Close. Very close.
Whoa.
Oh,
There it is.
Man,
We got a
What
winner.
the fuck?
What?
Okay.
What?
No way.
What?
I swear.
Holy shit.
Manny Fresh. Again.
What the hell?
Wow.
Should you be able to win a second one? I can leave it to the panel. Do you,
You
or
got
do you
the
guys
number.
think that's fair?
Yep.
I mean, I didn't say the rules in advance.
I
didn't say the
think you
rules
got
in
it because
advance.
you didn't take him out before, so.
It
All right,
ain't
you know
rigged,
what?
fellas. It ain't rigged.
You know what? I'm gonna let's be generous. I'm gonna take this out of my own
I know
money.
what you
Not
guys
that
think.
I'm not gonna take this out of the membership channel money. The first two giveaways are channel money. Let's do one more giveaway because I didn't say that Manny couldn't get it. So Manny's got the first two gift cards. I'm gonna do $25 gift card out of my own pocket here. Let's do it one more time. Let's do between 1 and 70 because we now have 70 people watching live. Let us know one number between 1 and 70. Let's keep it going.
Should we start
And I'm gonna-
like put a marker in between so
Yeah,
you know?
Philly, can you put a marker? Wait, hold up,
Yeah.
everybody. Philly's going to put a marker in, okay? Philly's going to put
Okay,
a marker in.
after this, then hold on. Don't stop putting numbers.
Don't stop putting numbers, right?
Put
Because
a
I'm going to put a number in here. Okay.
Okay.
Adam, it's in the chat, okay? All right. No. So Manny Fresh, you
Yep.
can't win this next one. If you win again, I swear to God.
Stop putting numbers.
Okay. Stop putting numbers until Philly says go. Okay, marker. Okay, after marker. Let's go. Between 1 and 70, guys. 1 and 70. Manny Fresh, you're not allowed to win again.
Still guess though, because if you get it, I'm gonna be like, holy shit.
Ash Chase.
We got it.
Mr. Ash
Oh,
Chase wins.
Ash Chase.
Wow.
There you go.
There you
How
go.
do you know on the
So we
third
got.
number, it was
There you
gonna
go.
be
Manny
such-
Fresh
69,
wins too.
dude.
Ash Fresh, Ash Chase, I should say, wins the Ash
That's
Fresh.
funny.
you guys are awesome.
Fresh ash. There you go. Fresh ash.
You guys
Fresh
are still
Ash.
putting numbers in.
You guys,
I know, X-Men. I'm sorry, man. You had to wait for the
guys-
marker. I hate to
you
say
want a hot take? The hottest take for tonight? For any night, pretty much.
Mhm.
69 is overrated, bro.
it is.
That's
All you
such
get
an
is a nose full of
overrated move.
ass. Nobody likes that. I got a big face.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a big. You guys are still
still
putting
got another
numbers in.
coming
The
up. We'll see.
giveaway's over,
We'll
but
see
I
about hot
appreciate the
takes.
engagement. You guys are awesome. We're at an hour and 37 minutes. We got one more topic to go through, so I still want to get Philly's take on Wolverine and Valkyries before we go over to John Wick for the remaining minutes of our 2-hour stream today on the celebration. Philly, tell us about what you thought of Wolverine.
So, I hate to, I don't know if this is going to be a downer or not, but I hate to say this, but this is not really the Tiger Stripe suit. This is more the astonishing X-Men version suit, which doesn't matter to me. It still looks freaking awesome. I think they chose that suit because it has more streamlined design lines and straight lines and kind of like it looks more streamlined. But I think it looks amazing. It looks great. Not enough for me to get two, unfortunately. Well, technically, yes, I did get two. I got the TVA version and I got the deluxe version of this one, but not two of the yellow suit. And I'll tell you why. Because we have Avengers, Doomsday coming in. They might do, obviously they're going to do a different suit, but you're going to have plenty of opportunity. Not to mention, you got all those other suits coming in. What is it? The Days of Apocalypse. You have, the John Byrne might come in soon. That's long awaited. So there's multiple opportunities you're going to have with this guy. And remember, he's going to be playing this role until he's 99. So
90.
90. Sorry. But
Till you're
looks-
90.
till he's 90. So it looks great, looks amazing. I love it. The functionality, the swap out parts, the claws, the way they give you the hands that are open, the head sculpt, even the hair looks kind of okay. I mean, I would prefer different, more of a Jim Lee style hairdo, but that was more of a production design option. The only one thing I don't like is, go back one, Ben, is that faceplate, the open mouth faceplate. Wolverine, when he's
Kind of the
yelling and
aggressive one like
screaming,
this?
yeah, when he's yelling and screaming, he's got his mouth open with almost the fangs. So I'm sure Hugh Jackman can give us that expression as well. It's either commit to a full open mouth or don't commit it. They went halfway right here, and I think that
It
I know
almost looks
why,
like
but
he's hissing. It almost looks like he's hissing.
Yeah.
As opposed to like screaming,
yeah,
you know, like,
yeah, exactly. So
Agreed.
I thought that the only reason they didn't do it because of my logic thinking of the Hano version. They did the same thing because the mouth plate attaches over the mask, but here the mask is attached with the actual face plate. So they could have done this, and what I'm talking about is widen the jaw a little longer to give you that really open mouth. They probably should have. That would have been much better. The only reason why the Hano version looks kind of funky is because they cannot extend the jaw because it was within the faceplate. So it looks kind of funky. The mouth looks big, but the jaw doesn't extend. Here they could have done that, and they didn't do it. So, but again, this is nickel and diming for an awesome piece that I probably think it's going to take the figure of the year for me as well. So.
Damn, figure of the year. I mean, it's still early in the year, so like that's some bold praise right there, buddy. But it is good. I agree with you on the mouth. It's still lost here for me. It was lost in the prototype. I think they tweaked it a bit, but it's still not. That's the one I don't think I would use it. But
Yeah.
Mysterio says they could have. Harley Q is perfect example. That Harley Quinn, that original one from Suicide Squad, is a really great fucking figure, I will say. And the open mouth on her is, I mean, it's beautiful. I've seen people get tongue extension pieces though, accessories. That's pretty wild. I mean, you guys are crazy, but I mean, who am I to judge? I love you guys anyways, right? So, and well said, Mr. Philly, well said. Valkyrie Magnus, what were your thoughts here on Hugh Jackman? I mean, let's be honest, we've been waiting 20 years to see Hugh Jackman don a yellow outfit, and there was always that joke of, you know, what you expect me to wear yellow spandex? But yeah, Wolverine wears yellow, so I was happy to see it on screen. Or is this coming to your collection?
So I'll preface this with the story how I actually bought this on Sideshow. I knew that, I mean, it was on like coming soon, but I had a clue that it was going to open up. And so one morning I woke up and I kept hitting refresh like about 10 times and finally opened up and I purchased it right away. That's how excited I was for this figure. And now I'm like, I didn't think about ordering two, but now after hearing the others talk about it, I'm like, oh gosh, maybe I should have bought two also, but too late now, but I'll be happy with the one. I think this thing will probably be my #1 Wolverine ever.
Damn, that's high praise, man. That is high praise. But I agree. I mean, I still like the Days of Future Past one, and I've been considering selling it because unlike Eddie, I don't know if I need multiple Wolverines in the display, but I really liked the Days of Future Past film. That's still one of my favorite, like, Fox Universe X-Men films that have come out. Like, I really liked that movie. So it's hard for me to get rid of it. I've never had him posed up with his leather jacket, though. I always had that one with his shirt sleeves rolled up with those, like, badass seamless arms that he came with the bone claws. But, I mean, yeah, I think there's a great chance that this is the best one that exists. So I think it's fair. I think it's fair to say.
I'm still keeping mine, my Wolverine with the what do you call it, leather jacket too. I still think that's an amazing figure too. So I don't. For me, I don't always have to have like one definitive figure. Sometimes I'll have 3 or 4. Sometimes, if I really like the character that much.
Yeah, dude. I mean, fair. That's fair. And by the way, Valkyrie Magnus with a $9.99 super chat, dude. Thank you so much, man, for your generosity as always, both with your time, just being here on the show. But also, honestly, you super chat a lot, and I appreciate that, because those dollars that get contributed to super chats are exactly what I pulled that $50 from for those Sideshow gift cards for the first 2 giveaways. So, dude, thank you so much. Let's give you a decent. Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you there. Guys, let's go to our last topic for the remaining 15 minutes of our 2-hour section of the show here. We got to talk a little bit about John Wick. So I did see actually this week that J&D was talking about a John Wick. So I apologize. I haven't actually brought that up as slides yet because I haven't had a chance to look at them. But, I'm a Hot Toys collector, certainly more than I will ever be a John Wick collector. So I would or I should say a J&D collector. So Hot Toys one gets my juices flowing. Now this is the John Wick first film look. We only have a couple photos teased. We don't know if he comes with his dog yet. Obviously he still has all of his fingers in this particular sculpt. And it looks like there's some speculation that there could be both an artisan version as well as a sculpted version. For me, I think artisan would be cool, especially with like the greased back look here. But I will say that, I just got my John Wick 4 figure in my display really not that long ago. And I'm not, our man Bob Dylan, love Bob Dylan, super awesome dude in the community. That man has one hell of a John Wick display. If you guys want to learn how to do a John Wick display well, go to Bob Dylan. But I don't know if I need 2 John Wicks in my display, if I'm being fully honest. And I've got the cane on order as well. And so I'm looking at these thinking, this or that. Which one do I want? If I was going to make a choice, for me, I think I'm probably still going to stick with the John Wick 4 version that I have. But at the same time, John Wick 1, in my opinion, is a better movie. I enjoyed the John Wick first film the most. I felt like it had the most catharsis in the story by the end of it, after going after that dog. Nothing makes you root for somebody to kill everybody than for them to kill his dog. You know what I mean? Man's best friend, there's no way you're not rooting for that guy to take absolutely everybody out. By the 4th film, I thought it got a little overplayed, a little silly, but still fun, but just a little on the silly side. So while I like the first film more, I also really just like Keanu Reeves, and I feel like I do have a good representation of Wick in my display. So this or that for me, I think I would stay with John Wick 4. But for you, Adam, this or that? What are your thoughts on this new tease here of John Wick 1?
You're ready to mute him.
So you're gonna get a hot take here. First of all, the figure itself. This new one looks really good. I think. And I know there's a lot of people who wanted a figure from the first movie and an artisan. So I'm happy for them. So the hot take. I have not seen any John Wick movies until last week. I saw the first John Wick on Hulu. I'm like, okay, everyone's talking about this. I got to see what this is all about. I saw the first John Wick. Crazy. Never saw any of them for all these years. And the way this has been built up to me, as I've heard it, I thought this is going to be like Die Hard level. Like, I've really been missing one of the great action films of all time. My reaction, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like one of the greatest things I ever seen. It was revenge porn, and it reminded me of some kind of B-list schlock action film that I used to watch late at night on Cinemax or HBO or USA Up All Night when I was a teenager, starring like Mark Singer or American Ninja or one of those type of films. They got their place. They're entertaining, but to me, it's not like a prestige level series like a Die Hard or Terminator or something like that. Now I know I'm going to get canceled right now.
Adam, can you just hold that thought for 1 second? Just hold that thought for 1 second. Guys, we have new applications out for the next co-host of Let's Get Nuts. Unfortunately, Adam is no longer available on the show. You hate to see it. Jesus Christ, hottest take here, but I'm just teasing. I love you, man. No, that's fair. That's fair. It's us all in different ways. Did you watch the second movie? Did you watch the second and the third?
I haven't seen the second, third, or fourth yet.
I like the second one the most, I think.
Yeah, I see a couple people talking about American Ninja. I like the American Ninja, but it's like, to me it's like the missing in action films with Chuck Norris. I like them, but they're not like the same level as Predator or Terminator or Die Hard. They're like there's your A list and your B list. B's are good. They're not, but they're not the greatest. So that's
C's are usually better.
you know, you got, and then you got your D's, and the D's are the big ones.
Sorry.
So, you know, anyway, I'm gonna go away now.
No,
You know what? No, Adam, buddy, I'm gonna be honest with you because you and I are kind of similar generation. I didn't see any John Wick movie until probably like 3 or 5 years ago, and when the first one first came out, it's funny because I thought the same thing. I thought it was a direct-to-video movie that he did because it seemed very like B movie-ish.
Yeah.
That's the first impression I got. But when I saw the film, I thought it was really good. I thought I didn't give enough credit, and I loved it. So I've been a fan ever since. But initially when it came out, when did this come out? Like almost 15 years ago, 10 years ago. That's the impression that I got.
2008, but it might be.
Yeah.
Far back.
You know how most actors, like, you know, you haven't seen them in something in a long time, and you're kind of like, oh, their career is kind of going downhill, and they're doing now, you know, straight to DVD movies or straight to TV. That's the impression when I saw this preview. But then obviously I didn't give it a chance because I saw something from the exterior, and I should have given it a chance because it is a good movie. I liked it. So that's the only difference in between my opinion and yours. But the figure looks great. I mean, I already have 2 of them, and I'll add this third one, especially the artisan. It looks good.
If you had to choose for the collectors out there who do have to choose, what would you lean to?
The first one. The movie has more meaning, more, you know, that's when he loses his dog and the emotion with the wife and the whole vengeance thing. And, you know, I love a good vengeance. You know, if you're dealing with vengeance for like 4 movies, then you got a problem. I think 1 was enough for him to deal with vengeance. And I think the rest of them were just because of the popularity of the film, how it succeeded. It's sad because I think I heard that this might be taking place for the ballerina, which I guess apparently it's not. I don't know. It might be going into the well. I don't know. Hopefully not, but I'd like to see a figure for ballerina, but it might be going into a well. It might not be coming out.
Yet. I haven't seen it yet, so.
But they teased the figure for Hot Toys, right?
Yeah, the figure.
They teased it.
Yep.
But I don't know, since it didn't do that well, so it might disappear. So we'll see.
That's fair. And Adam, I will say just to you, watch the second film. Give the second one at least a chance. I ended up watching the first 3 films pretty much back to back, and because it's all set in one night, it did start to feel a little Die Hard-esque as it went along. Like, it started to feel like, man, like, it just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier at, like, how is he surviving all this shit? And then I'd say the second and third film, like, while I liked the first story, I think the second and third film were my favorite of the series. And then the fourth, as I said, got to the point where he's a little older. I feel like his roles are a little bit slow. Like, I think he should have been killed a lot faster in the movie, just in general. And you know, they kept it going for 2 hours for the sake of movie. So second and third, though, are great ones. Valkyrie, Eddie, we don't have a lot more time because I want to respect our next grouping here. Valkyrie, for 2 minutes. So what do you think of John Wick here and this or that? Which one would you tell collectors to consider if you had to only pick one of these 2?
I'd say John Wick 4. I mean, I like the first. I love them all. I really do. But I think I like the look of John Wick 4 the best, in my opinion. The all black thing is kind of like meh. You know, I like the 3-piece suit.
Yeah, fair enough. I think the 3-piece suit is a nice look. I do hope that they remake the second film as well. If they 2.0 that, I would consider that one over the first one, I think, because I really liked the outfit in that movie as well, buddy. But cool. No, great thoughts, man. Great thoughts for those folks. We got 7 minutes left. Man, it's counting down. You hate to see
Actually,
it. Eddie,
can I do one more thing? Sorry.
Of course, yeah, of course. No, you're good.
Wish they had a Halle Berry figure for this movie also.
Well, because she wasn't in the fourth, right? She was in the third. Parabellum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the third
badass
movie?
in that movie, though. Yeah, she's in the third movie. Worth watching, honestly, Adam, just for that reason.
Yes.
If I'm being honest, she's wonderful. So,
Yeah,
Eddie,
they're
what
on
was your
Hulu. I'll
thought
check
on-
them out.
Oh, 100%. Do it. You got to do it, man. Got to do it. Sin, great stream. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you, man. And I saw one figure in a bubble say, was he too negative earlier? Man, you're never too negative, man. You got to give your love to everything. And Fat Pike Inside, I agree with Adam. The old school Jackie Chan movies are way better than John Wick. I loved the old school Jackie Chan movies too, so I feel you on that. Eddie, what do you think, buddy, on this or that? John Wick 4 versus the new one. What would you tell collectors to consider?
I think both of these suck.
Oh, really?
I think the likeness sucks on both of them, and I think an Artisan John Wick is unnecessary, especially with his hair like that. Like, it would have made more sense for the 4 to be Artisan than this. And I don't see the likeness in either of them. I still think Chapter 2 is the best one they've done. I used to have that one. I kind of want it back. That's probably another one that I'll fucking buy twice. But I at least
hit me up, Eddie. I have one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna undercut the shit out of you, bro. So, I don't think they've nailed his likeness. I don't think the 2 is great either, but I think it's better than those 2. So.
Absolutely. Mike Mitchell Lawrence says, if you're a fan of John Wick franchise, this is a must-have. X-Men says, yeah, Artisan seems unnecessary. I agree. Guys, we have still 70 people watching. I want to get you guys over to the next part of the stream. So we are now representing 4 hours of streaming so far. We're going to go into the next 2 hours, which will be over on, I believe, Collecting Weekly, but let me just double check because I don't want to get this wrong. Yep, Collecting Weekly is next for their After Dark stream. So everybody, please go over there. I've put the link in the chat, so you guys can click the link directly to go over there. Thanks to everybody who watched on your way out the door today, guys. If you don't mind hitting the like button if you didn't already, just to get this stream out there to the community, I would really, really appreciate it. Shout out to Brick Artemis once again for giving us the opportunity to all come together as a collecting community. We will not have Let's Get Nuts on this Sunday because Let's Get Nuts was tonight, and I've now completely run out of content and gas. I need to recharge myself for the following week. So I love you, faces. Thanks for being here tonight with us and getting nuts with us on a Sunday. I apologize to my panel. I don't have a ton of time to go through everybody, but really quick highlights. Adam, is there anything coming up for you, buddy, that we can look forward to?
Check out my Black Widow review online. Hopefully should have Wolverine next week. I'll be on Brick Artemis's channel at 7 a.m. this morning, something like that, Eastern time. And then on the Movie Canon at 5 p.m. So keep on streaming on. 24-hour stream. Ben, panel, great chatting with everyone. Awesome chat. Have a great night, morning. Peace out.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. And then thanks for being here, buddy, as always. I really appreciate you being here late to get nuts with us on Friday. It was really fun to have you, as always. Mr. Philly, dude, so happy to have you back. Anything coming up for you? You did mention that collection tour for the Batman, so that's pretty sweet. I'm going to re-put that link in the chat, guys, because you guys are saying it's not working. So that link there should now get it to you there. Philly, what's coming on for you, buddy?
Yeah, if you haven't followed me on YouTube, I'm pretty close to 2K. Just about a few tens of people to get me to 2K, but get your notification because once I release that Batcave diorama, it's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. So stay tuned for that. And then after that, we'll have a collection tour video, which has been almost 2 years since I had the last one. So stay tuned for that one as well afterwards. So, but thanks for having me, Ben. It's awesome. Nice hanging with you guys, you gents, and in the chat. Hopefully you had a good weekend all, and I keep on trucking. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Yep. Dude, you too, man. And make sure you go over Philly Figurecraft on YouTube. Eddie or Valkyrie, do you guys have anything coming up that you're excited for that you want to share with these guys before we're out the door today?
Really quick for me, I'm going to be on Brick Artemis's show tomorrow at 4 a.m. for me, and at Geo's also for me in the afternoon.
You're crazy, man. You got like a way bigger social battery than I have. So wild. to your credit. And of course, in the last 2 minutes, guys, I always want to say thank you to my panel for being here again, taking your time. I don't pay these guys to be here. These guys are doing this out of the generosity of their own hearts on their own Friday evenings of their weekend. I would not have a show if it was not for these guys. I say that to them behind the stage and out in person because I want you guys to know how much I really, really do appreciate you being here. So thank you so much for getting us with us. Bud. As well as the 75 to almost 80 people that were watching us live today. That was awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying 1/6 celebration 2025. I know I had a great time. Let's shout out our Classy Nut members. We got Alvin J, Honest Hansel, Money Mendes, Harry Dempsey, 6 Scale Mafia, 1-6 Figure Focus, Parks Industries, King Dingaling, Jose G. Hernandez, The Real, Tex Conway, Collection Obsession, The Movie Canon, Figurecraft, Jim Collector, Don Maton, Alex Serrato, Pop Culture Relics, Daniel SC, Ryan Smith, Collector Joey, Sam Gist, Rachel Miller, Mike and Callie, Figure in a Bubble, Deguito, Blurred Dad Life, Alex Serrato, Pliskin Incorporated, Andreas IB, Earth 616 Collector, Tony Tom, Saphira Cosplay, Aaron Broverman, Big Rib, as Dean would say, Big Dog Pound 1, we got Akira, Monroe Corbeil, Stoned Capybara, Vita, aka Her Geeky Side, Field the Burn, Fig Poser, and then our Nut Kings, of course. SpongeBob, Square Balls, Mr. Classy Thomas. We love you, man. We miss you all the time. Mr. Collecting Weekly, we got The Batman, 12-inch Moose Dream, X-Men Supreme, Peter Cass, Valkyrie Magnus, Ron E, 1 Adam 12, 6 Sith Scale Collector, or Mike's Underschooler, Adventure World, OG Fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars, Manny Fresh 369, who won 2 gift cards tonight on the show. I swear to God it wasn't rigged. You hate to see it. We got Trevor Weed, Tijuana Mike, a.k.a. King Churro. Guys, go over to Collecting Weekly After Dark to continue the celebration of 2025. With that said, guys, I will say, boys, I love you faces. Thank you so much for getting nuts with us here on Friday evening. We will catch you guys on the next one. Mr. Eddie, we got nuts. Let's get the hell out of here. We'll see you guys over at Collecting Weekly.
Wow, what a great win. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe and makes it feel good. Where should I go? What should I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
It's gone. It's all gone.